Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's very special Commodities Corner. We've got a post non-farm payroll Commodities Corner today. Lots to cover. Actually, the markets have certainly been moving. We've been doing a lot of live trading today, and we've had some fantastic moves. We'll cover those with you very shortly. The live session today will cover a review of the commodity markets this week. We'll look at our top trade of the week. We'll cover live technical analysis and trading. We'll identify highly profitable trade setups. We'll look at the week ahead, so key events looking forward. And, of course, we'll be answering any questions you may have on today's webinar as well. The breaking news which is coming today is the US April non-farm payrolls. They came in at 288,000 versus 218,000 expected, a jump above the market expectations. So what does this mean for you? Well, the US employment rate falls to 6.3%, beating expectations. In summary, April finally confirmed the US economy has broken free of winter's grip as the economy added more new jobs than estimated, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics on Friday. So a total of 288,000 new job positions were filled during April, hinting at a recovery from the first few months of 2014 when the harsh weather halted the progress of the private sector in the United States. The unemployment rate eased to 6.3% from the previous month, beating expectations of 6.6%. So what you need to know, the key highlights of April non-farm payroll report. Prior reading was 192,000. Today's was 288,000. We've seen gold fall, US dollar index absolutely surge. We'll take a look at that shortly. The unemployment rate has gone from 6.3%, was 6.3% versus 6.6%. So that's improved. Average hourly earnings, 0% versus 0.2%. Average weekly hours, 34.5 versus 34.5, spot on. And the underemployment rate, 12.3% versus 12.7%. So what we've seen this afternoon, we've seen a sell-off on Australian US dollar, a sell-off on gold, a sell-off on silver, and we've seen a nice big surge on the US dollar index. We'll also take a look at some of the soft commodities as well. So, before we do so, I'm Phil Carr, professional trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people how to make money trading the most lucrative financial markets in the world. So that is gold, silver, oil, the commodity currencies. I've trained thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own portfolio. And I'm responsible for the research and the development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies. I have a proven track record of generating returns for traders. Also a regular contributor or a number of financial publications and speaking at numerous trading seminars, webinars and workshops. Joining me in running the Gold and Silver Club is Nik, a professional trader, investment analyst and speaker. Nik began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. Prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, spent over 5 years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks. And through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders, discovered the formula, mindset, and tools that give any individual the definitive edge to trade in any economy. Also regularly writes for a number of global business and financial publications. We've appeared frequently on financial TV. So that's a bit of background, guys, on the Gold and Silver Club. We'll take a look at the gold price. We're currently trading at $1,283 an ounce. So we'll take a look at that very shortly for you. Before we do so, look at the top trade of the week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies. Top trade this week has, in fact, been Brent crude oil. Had a really nice sell short. It was just yesterday. Had a lot of good trades this week, but this was a nice one because it delivered very quickly. Got into that break of a major Fibonacci level. Got in at 108.20. Very simple. Full trade for the price to be lower. So we just sold short on that and come down 1 pip lower than our entry price, and it's delivered very nicely. So we'll take a look at the rise in the full types of trades on binary.com. Very simply, if you select rises, you win the payout. If the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price, only needs to be 1 pip higher than your entry, you win the entire trade. If you select falls, you win the payout. If the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price, again, just needs to fall 1 pip lower and we win the entire trade. Okay, so that's what we're going to have a look at and focus on today. So what I'll do, I'm going to take you over to my charts. There's a lot been going on today. We've had some really lucrative trades, and there are more setting up at the moment. So we'll take you over to my charts. We'll cover these for you. Bear with me before I bring that up. Let's just get everything ready for you whilst I switch my screens. Okay, so you should be able to see my charts very shortly. Okay, super. So we're on the gold chart at the moment. Let's just move across to the US dollar index. I'll just show you. So we had a super huge surge. Look at that today. Absolutely massive surge on that. Actually had a nice little setup earlier on that. It's delivered. We've taken some profits now off the US dollar index. We've been mentioning this morning on our live trading room with all our traders. We had a really nice hammer, a nice level of support this morning on the US dollar index. Now, if the markets were going to deliver a good return, a good, healthy economy for the US, we were at a very key point on the US dollar index to give us a really nice surge up. Look at that hammer down there, and we confirmed that today. Had a beautiful surge up in the US dollar index. In fact, I would go as far to say the US dollar index trade was actually better than a sell short on gold. We've just had a massive surge on that. So what you want to do, whenever you trade non-farm payroll, you need to watch the US dollar index, because we are, after all, we are looking at the US economy as a whole, which is the US dollar. If the US dollar surges, everything else falls in relation to that. The majority of the markets which are correlated against the US dollar. So let's take a look at gold. So gold actually, there's another even better entry that we've got at the moment on the gold market. So if we take a look at gold at the moment, we had a nice whipsaw down on the news. You can see this. We actually came down and hit we've got a trend line here, very clear trend channel on gold at the moment. We are seeing here, we're getting at lower lows, and we're just forming a doji at the moment. Look at the 1 hour. We came down, inverse hammer, we sold off. Huge capitulation there. You saw some traders probably taking all their profits off the table there, and then we're just slowly selling off. I'm going to come back to gold because there are some other setups that we need to take a look at as well. We will take a look at the wheat market. Wheat actually getting a bit of a retracement at the moment. If you go on the daily with wheat, we've got a really nice W-shaped reversal pattern. We're just waiting for a break above 723.39 at the moment on wheat. As we move over to, we'll take a look at the copper market as well. And on copper currently, copper is actually looking pretty nice. It's holding its ground. It had a nice move earlier on this week. We saw a nice precision set up here. We've got a nice bounce of a major trend line. I'll just zoom out for you on copper. That's going to be one of the top trades at the moment. We're going to come back to that very shortly on copper. Markets are moving quite fast. They've changed even in the last half an hour since we've been in trade. So let me talk you through any changes. You have nat gas finding support and a major trend channel. I've got a V-shaped reversal here on natural gas. So you look at this V-shape, V-shape, bit of a triangle pattern waiting for a breakout, getting supported on this trend line. I think we might have a nice trade on nat gas as well. Actually, I tell you what, this has worked out really well. WTI and Brent really selling off hard now. We've been waiting for this to happen. We've got a really nice downward trending channel here. Take a look at this. Okay, I think this is going to be probably one of our top trades at the moment. It's only starting to get moving now as well, so we've got a really good entry price on it. So we take a look. Let's just move our trend line. Okay, so Brent just breaking through major level here. We'll just take a look at the daily. Yeah, daily nice inverse hammer forming as well on the Brent market. Brent's looking good at the moment. So we're taking a look at Brent for a sell short currently. So what we're going to look at is, so we can see here quite clearly on the Brent market at the moment that we came up, we tested some resistance today, couldn't break above it, nice clear trend line here. So I'm just going to take the sell short on Brent. This is really nice setup. So very simply, I'm going to go to oil. I just want to be in and out of this trade by the end of the day, so see how many hours I can go ahead, probably 3 or 4. 4 hours, we need to go ahead on the contract, 3:50 GMT. Yeah, that's good. 4 hours, see if we get out to 5 hours. No, just 4 hours. That's absolutely fine. That'll be the end of the day for Brent. Okay, I'm going to go into that trade. I'm looking at a sell short, 91% payout. It's pretty decent. So really $1,000 risk for a $2,000 payout on this. In fact, I'll go a little bit higher than that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I want the price to finish below 108.13. Got good momentum behind this trade. Nice trend channel, nice moving averages, providing resistance. Fibonacci levels. There's a lot going for this trade. I just need the price to finish lower than 108.13 later on today by 1 pip. I've got a better price now, 108.15. So I will take this trade now. Super, that's been done. Okay, so I'm short Brent. I like that trade. You can see WTI selling off at the moment as well. The light sweet crude oil looking very bearish here. Getting a nice trend channel, which is forming on the WTI market as well. Look at that inverse hammer just forming at the moment. It looks like we're going to get more downside today on WTI and Brent. There's a really nice monthly level for us to break as well with WTI, but we haven't broken that yet. But I really like the sell short. I think I prefer the sell short on Brent at the moment. It looks like it's got more room to go. We've got about another 100 or so points until we get into really the next key level here. Right, let's take a look at Australian US dollar. Australian US dollar, we've got, let me see if I can get you a better. We've got a V-shaped reversal pattern here on Australian US dollar as well. So here's the V. And we're just looking for that to break 0.9049, and then we'll tank. We'll come down very sharply on Australia. We've already moved quite significantly already on Australian US dollar. We've given, we had an inverse hammer yesterday. You can see that triggered, gave about 61 points for the downside. Is it worth getting in now? A bit overextended, aren't we? I think next week is where we're probably going to come down and take it out, come down to the next level here, 0.91544. Average daily volatility of Australian US dollar is 80 points a day. How many have we moved today? 78 points. It's a bit of a stretch now to ask Australian US dollar to come and give us another 80 points or even to come down lower. If you're selling short, this is where you're going to take profit as a trader. So you're probably going to bank some profits here and see if the market can get supported around these levels. So I would avoid shorting just yet. If you were shorting earlier on today, we've caught some really nice moves on Australian US dollar, so well done. But we'll stay out of this one for now in terms of additional short right now. Looking over to coffee. Coffee's actually getting a nice little move to the upside here at the moment. We'll take a look at that based on the weekly. I mean, we're still very much forming some nice momentum that was staying within this upward trending channel. I'll come back to coffee, gold, and we'll also take a look. We'll move over to, US dollar index. It's finally, look at that Fibonacci level, hit it spot on, 79.90. Very happy with that. Profit target hit, and we've had a really nice surge in US dollar. So gold, is it worth getting into gold now for a short? Is of course your question. So we'll just have a look and we'll just decipher whether it's worth doing. Okay, so at the moment we've come back up. 1287 definitely providing resistance from a fundamental point of view. The US dollar index has surged. We've got very good data coming out of America. Also the FOMC which we had on Wednesday would expect that to be bearish for gold, because on Wednesday they of course came out with news that they're going to reduce the amount of quantitative easing again. They're going to reduce the tapering. They're going to taper by a further 10 billion per month down to 45. So that should be bearish for gold and bullish again for the US dollar. So fundamental perspective, we would expect more downside here on gold. I'm going to come back to that. The only reason is we've got a capitulation. And by capitulation, I mean when the prices come down and tested the level, it's very quickly reversed, very quickly. So we're getting some buying here. Somebody's buying, and maybe, just maybe, some of this is the safe haven bid based on the Ukraine and Russia situation at the moment. And every time we get any major news coming out of Ukraine and Russia, we do see a bounce. So I'm going to come back to that on gold. It might be that it gives us a good move in the next half an hour or so. So US dollar index hit our profit target. Gold at the moment had a sell short earlier. We're just waiting for it to see which direction it's going to pick today. At the moment, wheat right back at its trend line. Silver not really moving much. Silver very much staying still. Copper, that's the one I wanted to take with you. Okay, so copper, I really like this trade. I'm going to get into this based on the sectors. Copper hardly moved, even though gold tanked on the FOMC. I'm going to go to the copper index. we want to go out on, I'm going to personally go out 3 hours ahead. Okay, we'll do maybe 2 hours ahead. We'll let us do it. We're getting a nice little support there at the moment. Okay, that's good. So we've seen on copper. Copper's holding form here. What I really like about copper is the daily. We've got a nice trend channel. We've worked our way out of this bottom at the moment. You can see we bottomed about the 18th of March. Got a nice bounce today. Confirmed yesterday's hammer, getting a nice little surge there. Look on the 4 hour. 4 hour copper looking good right now. So I'm going to take this trade on copper. Very simply, I'm just going to go for very straightforward. 2,200, 81% payout, 2,200 deposit for a $4,000 payout there. And I'm just going to go for start time of 155. That's fine. And I won't hang about too long. I just need the price to finish 1 pip higher than 3.0425. Okay, super. That's been done. So I like that copper setup as well. Natural gas. Let's take a look at natural gas. 4 hour chart, getting some good support here on natural gas at the moment, actually. We can see nice trend channel on natural gas as well. We did get a pullback yesterday after natural gas inventories delivered a sell short opportunity on natural gas, and we can see that's pulled back. I do actually like that for potential bounce here, the move that we're getting on natural gas right now. However, I do prefer the sell short at the moment on Brent. So I'm going to stick with that for now. Australian US dollar, I think it's really done for today. It's just going to consolidate and channel around this support. Next week, we'll have an opportunity to just get in on the short there. Coffee for the time being, getting a nice little bounce on coffee actually. Just check out the 4 hour, which I do like coffee right now. It's got a nice bounce here, got a nice little trend channel. I'll show you that. Draw another trend channel. Here we go. I actually really like coffee. I'm going to see whether it's worthwhile taking that. So look at the coffee index. I will actually go for that. I like that for a trade as well, for coffee for a long. It's getting a nice bit of momentum behind it. It didn't move too much on non-farm payroll, but we've been supported, major trend channel, major upward trending market. Coffee is the best performing, one of the best performing commodities of 2014, over a 50% move so far this year, mainly due to floods towards the end of last year in December and then droughts in Brazil, which Brazil being one of the biggest coffee exporters and producers in the world has caused a nice big surge in coffee prices this year. So I'm going to jump onto the momentum here just for the price to be one tick higher. Coffee index, agricultural sector, looking for 81% payout, 2 hour time frame. I'm going to get into that. Okay, super, that's been done. Okay, guys, so that is really it. I'm going to leave gold for now. Only reason being is that we've taken some good profits on gold. You want to watch out here. We're getting a bit of support here. Capitulation. Look at gold next week, I would say now. The real move was on US dollar index. We had a nice quick move on gold to the sell short side, but really you want to watch out. It's right in the middle between this trend channel at the moment. If you're going to follow it this afternoon, you want to see if we're going to take out 1276 again. That's what you want. That's a key level to take out, 1276. We take that out again, we should get a nice move lower. But as you can see, there's some nice trade opportunities just at the moment as well. So I'll tell you what, we'll look at the key 6 news announcements as we go into next week. So, of course, we have had the non-farm payroll today. That has already delivered. So what you want to look at now as we go into next week with your commodities trading, Monday the 5th of May at 3 p.m. That should be BST, British summertime, and 10 a.m. Eastern time. We have the US ISM manufacturing. That's the Institute of Supply Management, the ISM Non-Manufacturing Purchases Managing Index. They basically report on the overall economic conditions of the non-manufacturing sector, including business activity, new orders, employment, and supply and deliveries. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as bullish for the US dollar, as you've seen. Bullish US dollar, bearish gold. That's what we'll be looking at, and vice versa. Next Wednesday, 7th of May, for all you oil traders, this is a great announcement with very regular announcement every week at 3:30 BST, 10 a.m. Eastern time. The data reports the number of barrels of crude oil commercial firms have in their inventory. So commercial firms report those inventory levels to the Energy Information Administration on a weekly basis. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as bearish for crude oil, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as bullish. And then next week on Thursday, the 8th of May, 3 a.m. BST, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we have the Chinese trade balance. That data measures the difference in value between imported and exported goods over the reported period. So a positive number indicates that more goods and services were exported than imported. China is a big buyer of gold, so silver, copper, oil, stronger than expected number should be taken as positive for the metals and energies, and a lower than expected number is negative. Next Thursday, 8th of May, US natural gas storage inventories for everybody who trades natural gas. That is a great announcement as well. 3:30 p.m. BST, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So the Energy Information Administration, the same one that does the crude oil inventories, provides a natural gas storage report. That measures the change in the number of cubic feet of natural gas held in underground storage during the past week. So it is a US indicator. It tends to have a big impact on the CAD as well. Next Friday, the 9th of May, we also have the Chinese CPI. So that's at 2:30 a.m. British Summer Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That measures the change in the price of goods and services from the perspective of the consumer. Okay, so it's a key way to measure purchasing trends and inflation. China is a big buyer of gold, silver, copper, oil. A stronger than expected number should be taken as positive for the metals and energies, and a lower than expected number should be taken as negative. So those are the 6 key news announcements you want to, actually the 5 really. We've had the first one today. So US ISM manufacturing Monday, okay? Wednesday, crude oil inventories. Thursday, natural gas on Chinese trade balance, and also Chinese CPI on Friday. So, of course, for those of you who want to take your trading really to the next level, if you'd like to find out more about upcoming Gold and Silver Club workshops, which we have commodity-focused workshops in May and June, you can find out more about that, how to register for those workshops. Also find out more information about the Gold and Silver Club live trading rooms and our international community of traders. You can request more information depending on where you are in the world. You can either call our Budapest office, our London office, our New York office, or Johannesburg office. Numbers are on the screen for you. Just get in contact with your local office. And you can also just contact us very simply at office@thegoldandsilverclub.com. Just fill in the form if you would rather do that, www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. Request information. We'll send you information on our live training room programs and also information on our upcoming workshops, so you can find out more about how to become a commodities super trader. And finally, subscribe to our newsletter. If you just go to our website, you essentially get free weekly. You'll get an energies report, you get an agricultural report, and you also get a precious metals report every week, including analysis and prices of what we're looking at for the week ahead. So make sure you just take advantage of that. So at no cost to you. Okay, and of course, well done. Thanks again to Binary.com, the team, for putting on today's webinar. Thanks, Olga. And I wish you all a great weekend, guys. Hope you have another profitable trading day today. And we'll catch you back here for next Friday's webinar as well. So have a great weekend. Have a profitable week trading. And we'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.